bonsoir. Allez, j'espère que tout va bien, bonsoir à la rediffusion également, bonsoir à ceux qui sont en live, bonsoir à vous, on continue, on poursuit notre épopée, notre aventure, notre let's play sur The Wolf Among Us, entrecoupé d'autres let's play. On arrive enfin au 5e et dernier épisode sur ce titre, bienvenue à vous. Bonsoir la rediff, mais oui bonsoir, Echo, le jeu que personne n'aime, mais qui est un classique. C'est bizarre que ça soit un classique si personne ne l'aime quand même ce jeu, je trouve. C'est un peu particulier, non? Je crois que c'est un jeu qu'il faut faire pour prouver quelque chose, peut-être, non? Bon, je sais pas. Moi, j'aime pas trop souffrir, à part si c'est vraiment bien de souffrir. Mais globalement, non, je sais pas. Je sais pas si c'est un classique. Est-ce qu'on peut dire qu'Echo est un classique? Bon, écoutez, en tout cas ce qui est sûr c'est qu'on va poursuivre nos aventures. Évidemment pour ceux qui n'étaient pas là la dernière fois et durant les derniers chapitres, eh bien il y a comme d'habitude un résumé de ce qui s'est passé précédemment dans l'épisode 4 et on attaque donc l'épisode 5, crier au loup. On va mettre le son. Voilà. Allez, bienvenue à tous encore une fois et bien bon live à tous et bon résumé évidemment. C'est parti. Previously.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it.
Holly's sister, Lily.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a shit.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
I don't know. Snow will come around. She's just... the crane thing hit her hard, and she doesn't really know who her friends are right now.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the crooked man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Et voilà, on en est arrivé là. Bienvenue sur The Wolf Among Us. The End. Crier.
You've come a long way. You must be tired.
On est tired. On est complètement tired.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really a carpaccio. It's lobster, sirloin.
Got a scotch?
Only Tennessee whiskey, unfortunately.
J'aurais voulu du scotch.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
Sit down, Jersey. Please.
Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
Tu détruis cette ville.
You're destroying this town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
What the hell do you think I mean? Slavery? Kidnapping? Extortion? Murder? What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm
Parce que ton œil me l'a dit.
Well-moneyed. People do like to take their shots at me.
Don't try to play me. It won't work.
I'm not trying to control you. I have no need for treachery, Bigby. I do everything right out in the open. But I can understand the confusion, and I'm truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders...
Écoute, essaye de racheter tes yeux, ça sera déjà pas mal.
I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah,
Right now.
What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation?
Alors eux, ils m'exaspèrent mais vraiment énormément.
The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
Tweedledee, please.
Ouais, tiens, regarde. Bim. Voilà, ça c'était
You
pour avoir
know
ouvert
who
ta
did
gueule.
it. Now tell me.
No fucking way I'm telling you anything! After what you did!
That's enough. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
Georgie. Gigi. C'est JJ.
However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just
Georgie.
Sit down now.
Dépêche-toi de t'asseoir, et sinon tu vas t'en prendre une aussi. hein. Et toi, tes dollars, je vais te les faire rentrer dans ton pif. Tiens, regarde, toi aussi. Hop.
Get your hands off me!
Ah ouais, on est comme ça, nous.
Look, the fact
On
is,
distribue ce
George here
soir.
misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold
C'est
blood
punch
like
party.
that,
You fucking asked me to do this.
and
You
then
told me
attempt
to
to
kill him.
blame me for it.
Ah bah, le
You will
chapeau,
be
c'est lui qui le
silent
porte pour le moment.
while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, sis. You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued
On va parler, on va
cooperation.
parler. J'ai envie de parler.
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking
don't
start
make
this.
any trouble, Georgie.
All right, let's talk.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you
Get
fuckers
the
are?
fuck out of
I
here.
do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying? Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with you?
I'm not going anywhere.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Bon, il va nous montrer son vrai visage, il est peut-être temps. Hey, bonsoir.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Aïe aïe aïe. Ils veulent la bagarre. Ah oui. D'accord. Allez, encore une. Parce qu'on distribue ce soir. C'est parti. Aïe 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 aïe.
Over here.
Comment? Hein? Hop là. J'adore. Ça commence bien.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
Qu'est-ce qu'il fait, lui?
I'd like to
On
say
va
it
se
was
prendre un coup de
nice
couteau,
knowing
là.
you.
Ouh. C'est pas nous. Ah bah bien fait. Alors toi, tu vas vraiment morfler, toi. Voilà. Faut pas jouer avec des armes comme ça, hein. On est en train de faire un massacre, là.
This way.
Il est fort. Bigby.
Come on, Georgie.
Oh, shit.
I know.
C'est énorme. Adore. Est-ce que c'est trop fort? Peut-être que c'est trop fort. Vous allez me dire après, n'hésitez pas à me faire un retour sur le son que je puisse baisser. Voilà, on défonce les portes, on monte sur les bagnoles, c'est terrible. On va sauter de toit en toit. Ouais. Impeccable. On est le vilain méchant loup. Ah, ça commence bien là. On n'a fait aucune erreur.
Fuck! What was that?
C'est moi. Voilà. Voilà.
Take him off!
I can't.
Elle va m'écraser, cette garce. Même pas. Elle a bifurqué. Vite, dépêche-toi. Allez, il est temps de la rattraper.
Are you sure?
Do it!
Do it.
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Ah, cette cinquième partie, pour le moment, a un rythme énorme. Peut-être bien l'épisode préféré pour l'instant.
Come on.
Fuck it.
Alors, prenons le temps. Est-ce que le son, ça va du coup de votre côté? N'hésitez pas à me faire un petit retour, hein. C'est le moment de baisser encore un petit peu le jeu si jamais. Just do it, oui. Mais je l'ai pas mis encore, je crois que je l'ai pas mis celle-là. Quelle intro!
Do it! Just do it!
Si, je l'ai mis. Et salut Ludo! Bonsoir à toi, Bip Bip, évidemment. Bip Bip! Le son de votre côté est bon. Eh bien, continuons alors. Franchement, l'introduction de ce 5e épisode, waouh! J'adore! Il y a du sang, il y a de l'action, il y a...
Holy shit.
Holy shit! Bienvenue en tout cas, j'espère que tu vas bien.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay.
Il a besoin d'un moment. On va écouter, on va tendre l'oreille.
How did this happen? Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
Slowly.
It's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here. Or it won't be your fault.
On va regarder ce qui se passe après avoir écouté. Il a l'air mal en point.
Here.
On va rentrer. Oui, c'est moi. Ah, il faut pas déclencher la colère de Bigby, hein.
Hello, Bigby.
Hello.
I hoped you'd come to your senses.
On va essayer de
Crooked
l'arrêter.
man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
You gonna carry me?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian.
You can't
Pourquoi tu le
seriously want to
protèges?
protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
Quelques bêtises.
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean-
fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck?
Pourquoi tu n'avais pas le choix? Du coup,
I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look, I'm
Sometimes
tu
you
as fait
just
ça?
have to do what you're told.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the crooked man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The crooked man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing.
oui, mais je vais quand même
Must be so
t'arrêter.
easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's
J'ai
done,
pas dit que
right?
le boulot serait
George
terminé,
is the
hein.
bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him. Coming here, talking about options. Like it was that simple.
Stop complaining and take responsibility for what you did. You murdered Faith and Lily. You put those fucking ribbons around their necks. You had the power to let them go, but you chose not to.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them,
Salut Ben. Bienvenue. Bigby,
What would you have
évidemment.
me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you, you don't know the fuck about anything.
Vas-y,
What
vas-y,
are you
explique.
talking about?
This is the original.
L'original.
The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
How could you do this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand.
Vous êtes des merdes
Nobody
tous
was
les deux.
supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it!
I told you, sometimes all your options are shit.
I'm not playing this game, Georgie. I won't kill her.
Don't talk about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really...
Just shut up.
You don't get a choice if you're involved in this.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Bien,
Vivian,
regrette.
wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian, no!
Oh shit. Elle a perdu la tête.
No, 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 no!
Oh my
Why'd you have to do
god.
that, Vivian? Vivian.
Are you happy now? Is this what you wanted?
Vivian.
Eh ben tu vas pouvoir vivre avec ça sur ta conscience, connard. Ah, crise cardiaque. En train de nous faire une petite crise. Allez, prends-lui la main, tiens. Oui, t'as raison. Elle a la bouche ouverte, enfin. Ouais, c'est un merdier sans nom.
Get up.
Il meurt? Qu'est-ce qu'il a?
Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby.
Eh ben recoupe, moi, cette merde là. T'es ces voyous qui sortent, comment ça se fait ça?
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give
Salut,
the
Vachim.
crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright? For both of us.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Oh, non, on n'a pas vraiment de parole à faire à cet homme, hein.
Good. Old foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole.
Mais j'ai l'impression, ils vont tous tomber comme des mouches, quoi.
Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with.
You deserve worse than this, Georgie.
I suppose you're right. No more games, all right. We both know how this ends. Just make it quick.
Non, non, on va juste laisser partir gentiment.
You're just gonna leave me here?
You'll have plenty of time to think about what you've done.
Oh,
Fuck
quelle
you!
classe!
Piece of shit!
Quelle classe! Voilà. C'est le rip, c'est le rip, c'est le rip Eden. C'est le... Voilà, ça c'est... Bon, la suite. Oui, c'est vrai que, évidemment, c'est le même studio, The Walking Dead. Hein. Jamais je me suis pris le jeu ni répliquant remake sur PS4. Je pense que tu dois connaître ce jeu. Oh oui, il connaît bien, pour le coup. Allez. Explorons un peu. Ça va. Le rythme, il est excellent dans ce chapitre. Énorme. J'adore. On sent vraiment la fin, quand même.
He's here, all right.
Alors, cette phase finale.
Of course.
C'est fermé.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Bigby Wolf. The big bad wolf.
Oui, c'est nous, oui.
On est le grand méchant. Le Bigby.
You used to be something.
Alors, je vais te montrer que je suis toujours moi-même, hein, t'inquiète pas. Toi, par contre, tu vas passer un sale quart d'heure, hein, je te promets. J'ai failli faire tomber mon ordi. Ah, voilà toutes les petites photos, on nous surveillait depuis le début, enfin voilà. Hein. Ouais.
They used to fear you.
Ouais.
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
On dirait la voix du méchant dans le 5e élément. Envoyez quelqu'un pour négocier. Big boom, badaboom. Multipass.
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
Tu m'agaces. Tu m'agaces terriblement.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned. Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
On va prendre cher. Elle est forte, elle. Allez, tiens. Ah, elle disparaît tout le temps, là. Comment je peux savoir où elle arrive? Elle va très vite. C'est là-haut, non? Je sais pas, là-haut. Tout doux. Oh là. Oh là là. Oh là là, oh là là. Ça va très vite, ça aussi. C'est bien, j'aime bien. J'aime bien quand ça va vite. On va la défoncer, là. Derrière. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. T'es vraiment pas belle, hein? Ouais, bah si à chaque action, elle nous démonte. On n'a pas le dessus sur elle, hein. Ouf. Ça fait beaucoup là, non? Place. c'était trop bien. On était en Super Saiyan 4 là, hein. Facile. Hein.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets. Now, I may not be the best shot, but I can guarantee that at least one bolt will meet its mark, and you'll find yourself rolling on the floor in agony, unable to heal yourself. Without Swinehart to save you, you'll die. Is that reason enough for you? Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want. You plan to do what she says, don't you?
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
You need to tell me right now. We're not going anywhere until I get some answers from you.
If you want answers, you're going to have to cooperate with me. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms.
Et
Because
quelles
I'm
sont
not
tes
saying
demandes?
another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of them. Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Fine.
Ok. J'ai bien fait d'attendre peut-être. Je sais pas trop là.
Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Je pense que c'est pas mal, non? Qu'il ait un procès. Qu'on le ramène à Blanche. Elle va être fière de nous, hein. On n'a pas tué tout le monde finalement.
I know. But we have to do something. Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
It's nothing, I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting
What do you
for?
have to say for
Murderer!
My
You
wife
killed
was
Lily!
dead because my
Where the
sister.
fuck do you
And
get
what
off?
about Faith?
You think you have the right to
did
just do this to
everything you
people?
said.
You're a fucking crook!
You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
S'il te plaît.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And for being a condescending prick.
J'aime bien
Now,
la
is there
fin.
anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's
Laissez-le
obvious.
parler, laissez-le
Everyone
parler.
just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
Parce qu'il a le droit de
The
parler.
Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No
Elle a
more
raison,
snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Voilà, c'est ça qu'on veut.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
If you were so offended by it, why'd you cover it up then? If it had nothing to do with you and your shit, then why'd you try to protect him for so
What
long?
cover up? I never made any attempt to hide Georgie's criminal activity from you. I learned of it myself
For
only
fuck's
recently.
sake. Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Helpful isn't the word I would use.
My comrades are another matter. And I'm sorry for the predicament they put you in. They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end.
Non, non, mais Bloody Mary, c'était pas une aide du tout, hein. Faut qu'il arrête.
Understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see, you want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith, the way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith wanted to...
I'm sorry, Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all in line.
You forget it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
We didn't abandon anyone. We've been trying to help them.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true? I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk about this.
Oh, we're not?
Bigby just
This
means
is
that...
important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me.
C'est en train de partir en cacahuète là, non?
And you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you from people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
We're not gonna tolerate this shit anymore. The debts are wiped. His business is closed. He's done.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have their justice.
Voilà. C'est ça qu'on veut. Tous unis contre l'adversité.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer.
Doesn't it?
For fuck's sake, killing someone who's trying to kill you is hardly...
They were there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to escalate things.
Me? It was them. And who sent those two freaks anyway?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now,
internally.
where have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain
here.
level of privilege should be afforded to...
who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent?
On est en train de tourner en rond là. On recommence les sujets qu'on a déjà abordés, j'ai l'impression.
Challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens. Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
Eh bah vas-y, il est temps.
In the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
Elle va pouvoir enlever
Vivian's body.
son truc pour parler, hein.
Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't
Allez, tu
think-
vas pouvoir enlever ton ruban.
My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be...
Ah,
He
tu
ordered
paniques.
them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say...
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so.
forever.
You're going to take
ben
the
voilà.
word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
C'est terminé.
Done then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
There will be more if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed?
So we get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is
On va avoir le choix final là, à mon avis.
Someone
hein.
needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
Allez, un vote démocratique.
What about him? He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine. Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay. Mr. Wolf, it's your
Oh là
call.
là là là, ça va être notre
Just
tour.
do what you think is right.
Just do it. Allez.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
Qu'est-ce qu'on
He
fait?
has to die. We can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
Ouah, j'ai pas eu le temps. Ah zut, qu'est-ce qui se passe? Bim. Toi, tu vas avoir des problèmes.
There you are.
Yes.
I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Voilà.
You said
Souvenez-vous
you had
bien
a
de
way
ce
to keep
moment.
him from hurting people.
Wait, you
After
can't
What
be
he's
serious.
done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right. Do it.
Ok. Ah, vous auriez voulu que je le pousse, vous, hein?
Not what I was expecting.
Ah oui, il est devenu corbeau?
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Ouais, c'est pas mal aussi, l'histoire de la langue.
Let's just call it even.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Great.
Great. Oui, je pense que ça l'aurait arrangé, en effet, oui.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
D'accord. Tu as un grand cœur,
Good
Yoplait.
morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Colline. C'est pas Colline? Oh si, c'est Colline. Travail. Ce bon vieux Babe. Alors, je voudrais bien qu'on reprenne un petit peu le contrôle du jeu. Pour lire un peu tout ce qui tourne autour des fables, des choses comme ça, avant de quitter vraiment définitivement l'aventure.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Théâtral.
It's just a farm. You don't have to be so dramatic about it. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Bon, on peut faire peut-être quelque chose avec eux, là?
Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the mondes seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. Hey, Bigby! Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? Right, that's what I thought.
Saying goodbye?
Goodbye.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Let me help you.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help. This is just something I need to do on my own, okay? Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
It's okay. Just calm down.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God.
Elle a du mal avec la palpation, cette petite dame. On aurait peut-être dû lui donner une petite cigarette.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess what's done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
D'accord. Révélation.
You?
I walked her over here.
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Narissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
C'était le moment congratulation, sympathique, compliment, etc. etc. J'aime bien. Oui, je sais. On dit tout le temps que je suis méchant, mais en fait, ça va, hein. Et c'était le moment, voilà, le moment sympa.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Qu'est-ce qu'on fait? On la laisse partir. On allume une cigarette. On fume. Et fin du jeu.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Oh là là là, vous l'auriez tous suivi. Pourquoi vous l'auriez suivi en fait? Hein, pourquoi tant chercher à vouloir à tout prix suivre les gens comme ça qui font leur vie? Pourquoi l'auriez-vous suivi? Bon, il est temps de faire un petit point sur les choix du joueur, en l'occurrence les miens. Voyons ce qu'il s'est passé avant de nous laisser quelques minutes, histoire d'apprécier les douces mélodies du générique de fin, évidemment. Et on parlera globalement du jeu, des 5 épisodes, voilà, de ce que j'en ai pensé, avant de clôturer et de parler un petit peu avec la partie l'after, voyez-vous. Eh bien, allô? Oui. De la suite des épopées, hein, voyez-vous, la suite des épopées de la chaîne. N'hésitez, je reviens de suite, je vous mets là, j'arrive. Yeah. Je l'aurais suivi. Moi aussi. Je l'aurais suivi aussi. Vous l'auriez tous suivi. Ils font une fin triste comme les... Moi, je trouve que la fin me correspond bien. En tout cas, la fin que j'ai choisie me correspond bien. Qu'avez-vous fait à Georgie? Vous et 31,4% des joueurs avaient laissé Georgie mourir. Oh, il méritait de mourir, mais pas qu'on le tue, tu vois, il fallait pas qu'on se salisse non plus. Le tordu a-t-il eu le droit à un procès? Vous et 89, avec 90 des joueurs avaient ramené le tordu vivant, ça c'est cool. Blanche nous avait demandé qu'on ramène le tordu. Comment avez-vous puni le tordu? Vous et 47,4% des joueurs avaient choisi d'emprisonner le tordu. Oui, ça c'est bien aussi, moi je suis assez content de nos choix là-dessus. Avez-vous accepté le cadeau de TG pour Blanche? Bah, quand même, franchement c'était trop mignon. Il y a quand même un peu moins de 2% des joueurs qui n'ont pas accepté le cadeau. Une petite crevure, quoi, en fait. Quelles ont été vos dernières paroles à Narissa? Vous et 54,8% des joueurs avaient dit « J'espère au moins avoir fait quelque chose de bien ici ». C'est le principal, voyez-vous. Bien, c'était cool, c'était bien. Générique. Ah non, pas encore. Alors, stat spécial. Vous avez refusé de couvrir ses secrets. Oui, on couvre pas les secrets des gens, nous on n'est pas comme ça, hein. Vous l'avez emprisonné avec vos compétences de détective. Vous l'avez impressionné. Le boucher, vous l'avez frappé durant l'interrogatoire, vous lui avez offert la protection du bureau des affaires courantes. Finalement, on l'a frappé, mais on a frappé beaucoup de monde de toute façon, hein. Colline, vous lui avez offert un verre quand il vous a demandé un de votre appartement. Vous l'avez aidé à éviter la ferme. Alors j'aurais bien aidé les crapauds aussi. Crâne, vous l'avez giflé. Oui, on aime bien faire ça. Le tordu, vous l'avez ramené au puits enchanté. Vous l'avez emprisonné. L'air, vous l'avez tué. Oui, on a fait des choses comme ça aussi. Espoir, vous lui avez donné de l'argent. Après la bagarre avec le bûcheron. Il est décédé. Georgie, vous l'avez laissé mourir. Vous avez détruit son club. Oui, on a fait ça. On a fait tout ça. Green, vous lui avez arraché son bras. Oui, on a fait ça aussi pour lui donner une petite leçon. Mais il n'est pas mort. Vous avez bu avec Green après les funérailles de Lily. C'était sympa, j'ai bien aimé ce moment. Holly, vous avez fait semblant d'être le bûcheron pendant qu'elle délirait. Oui, comme ça on a pu un petit peu écouter ce qu'elle avait à dire, sans qu'elle nous prenne pour le vilain méchant loup, et donc elle s'est un peu confiée. Laurent, vous êtes d'abord allé chez lui, vous l'avez empêché de mourir, c'est mieux, hein, même s'il ressemble toujours un peu à un zombie. Nerissa, vous avez tenté de prendre son ruban durant votre dernière conversation. On n'aurait pas dû. Je me suis lancé sur un... on a bien senti qu'elle n'aimait pas trop de contact, donc j'aurais peut-être dû lui proposer une cigarette. À mon avis, c'était mieux de lui donner et lui proposer du cancer. Blanche, vous l'avez amenée avec vous au Gandal Guindé. Ouais, on est comme ça, nous. Le petit team, vous avez choisi de l'attendre, oui, parce qu'on aime bien attendre les gens, hein. On a tout le temps, évidemment. Et Crapaud, vous l'avez giflé durant l'interrogatoire dans son appartement. On a peut-être été un peu loin avec lui, par contre. Vous l'avez défendu. Quand Blanche voulait l'envoyer à la ferme, vous lui avez donné de l'argent. Bah alors, il va à la ferme, mais il va à la ferme avec de l'argent. On peut pas tout avoir dans la vie, hein. C'est comme ça. Bon, bien voilà, c'est fini. C'était cool, hein. Enfin, moi j'ai bien aimé, hein. Je sais pas vous, mais hop. Allez, voilà qu'on a terminé enfin ce let's play autour de The Wolf Among Us. J'ai adoré ce 5e épisode, hein. Vraiment, il avait la totale, le complet, la grande, voilà, tout ce qu'il fallait, tout était dans ce 5e épisode. Alors, je parlerai un petit peu de l'expérience de The Wolf Among Us, une expérience qui aurait été faite de pic, en fait, hein. Des moments où j'étais un peu moins dedans. Je crois que c'était surtout peut-être un petit peu dans le 4e, parce que le 4e épisode finalement, je revenais de vacances, donc j'avais perdu totalement le fil de tout ce qui s'était passé. C'est vrai qu'il y a eu à peu près 3 ou 4 semaines, on n'est pas revenu dessus. Il y avait ce petit résumé, mais parfois c'est un petit peu insuffisant pour retrouver un peu le fil de l'histoire, qui est quand même imposante, hein, dans ce The Wolf, hein, qui parle de contes, etc. etc. Donc le 4e, il y a un épisode que j'avais trouvé un peu long. Peut-être était-ce le 2 ou le 3e. J'ai beaucoup aimé, j'ai adoré le premier épisode, qui nous mettait vraiment dans l'ambiance. Le 2e était peut-être un peu long, parce qu'il posait l'histoire. Peut-être était-ce le 2e. Par contre, dans la totalité de ce titre, je trouve qu'il est extrêmement maîtrisé au niveau de la narration. Je sais pas vraiment si... Alors, on sent vraiment... Il y a vraiment pas mal de choix sur la fin, avec des impacts. Est-ce que ça va avoir une influence sur un potentiel The Wolf Among Us, puisqu'on le sait tous, il est prévu, il va sortir, je crois que c'est courant d'année prochaine, on le verra. D'ailleurs, on pourra peut-être essayer de se mettre la bande-annonce juste avant de clôturer. S'il y a une bande-annonce, alors est-ce qu'elle est en français? Je ne sais pas, mais il y a une bande-annonce, il me semble. Et globalement, c'est une belle expérience, malgré le fait, voilà, comme d'habitude, j'aime bien vous proposer des jeux narratifs qu'on coupe, évidemment, entre chaque let's play, ça va revenir, il y en aura encore, d'ici la semaine prochaine d'ailleurs, on en parlera un petit peu plus tard, mais c'était chouette, belle expérience, voilà, avec des moments très forts et des moments un peu plus longs, des moments où, avec le cut des vacances, etc., j'ai dû essayer de me remettre un petit peu dans l'histoire, dans l'ambiance, etc., et de recoudre un petit peu les fils, mais c'était quand même chouette. En termes de gameplay, ça réinvente rien évidemment, mais c'est la suite évidemment de ce qu'ils ont fait, tel game avec notamment les Walking Dead. Il faudrait qu'on reprenne un petit peu Walking Dead, vous êtes quelques-uns à m'en avoir parlé récemment, mais globalement voilà, une très belle expérience, l'un des meilleurs jeux à mon sens de tel game. Qu'est-ce que vous en avez pensé de votre côté du coup? Je vais vous lire, allez, quelques minutes. Je pense que ça va se jouer sur ces 3 jeux. Ah oui, ça parlait de l'avenir. Donc vous l'auriez suivi, hein, vous l'auriez tous suivi de votre côté, hein, en tout cas. Il sort quand le 2? En 2023. Je crois qu'il n'y a pas plus de précision. Comme tous les jeux intéressants. F7, Crisis Core, Blacktail Requiem. Je connais bien l'histoire de Zach. C'est un super live, merci Eden. Le meilleur jeu narratif, pour l'instant, pour moi, c'est toujours D3. Je trouve que D3 Become Human est le meilleur jeu narratif qu'on refera évidemment sur la chaîne. On l'a déjà fait, mais je voudrais le refaire en live avec vous cette fois-ci. Peut-être pas cette année. Je suis pas certain qu'il arrive cette année, mais d'ici peu de temps, on devrait revenir dessus. J'ai très hâte de vous le proposer, à nouveau. Wolf Among Us fait partie des très bons du genre. Oui, avec The Walking Dead saison 1. Les Walking Dead globalement sont plutôt bons. Mais la saison 1, je crois qu'elle est un petit peu devant les autres, avec The Wolf Among Us. Bientôt, on en fera un aussi. Hein. On en fera un de Quantic Dream, Beyond Two Soul, on le fera bientôt. Et il est intéressant aussi. Au niveau de sa mise en scène, au niveau du côté rapprochement du cinéma, encore plus que Heavy Rain, si vous connaissez Heavy Rain. Là, ils vont encore un peu plus loin dans le genre cinématique et en termes de mise en scène, vraiment, en termes narratifs. Ça va un tout petit peu plus loin maintenant. Il y a un côté déceptif, c'est au niveau des choix. On l'a déjà mis? Oh, on l'avait déjà mis. J'ai débarqué ce soir, mais ça avait l'air très sympa en tout cas, nous dit Ben. Ça serait cool des 3. Ouais. La saison 1 de The Walking Dead tue le game sans mauvais jeu de mots. On est assez d'accord. Est-ce que je peux vous proposer, alors je sais pas si compétences peuvent le faire avec ce nouvel outil qui est cet ordinateur. La suite donc, le trailer The Wolf Among Us. Je pense que ça doit être possible. Alors, attendez. On va essayer de retrouver un peu... tac. C'est pas ça. Est-ce que je l'avais mis ce truc là du coup? Je crois pas. Alors attendez, on va faire ça en direct. Je ne sais plus. Peut-être ça. Peut-être ça. Voilà. C'est pas mal. Je fais tout en direct, voyez-vous. On est comme ça. Je l'avais pas encore mis ce truc-là. Je l'avais avant. Je l'avais pas encore reparamétré. Les câbles. Et pour que ça soit à peu près propre. Ouais, c'est plutôt pas mal. On va descendre un peu le son du jeu. Et normalement... Ok. Vous devriez pouvoir entendre le son. Normalement, évidemment. Sur de fenêtres, ouais. Bon, j'espère que vous entendrez le son, c'est pas gagné, mais normalement oui. On va se mettre sur le trailer de The Wolf Among Us 2.
You're listed here as a private
Qui n'est
investigator.
pas en français.
What does that sort of work entail?
Depends on the night. Most nights it's watching, waiting for a slip up. I don't know, someone gets greedy, someone gets brave.
And that's what you were doing the night of the incident.
Yeah.
On retrouve vraiment l'ADN, la direction artistique.
They hadn't cast so much as a shadow. Till that night.
Le côté enquête, un Bigby, pas content du tout.
You've been hesitant to share with us. I assume it has something to do with
Qui a encore tellement la classe.
associated with the job.
Something like that.
Your boss, Miss White, said things didn't go as planned. She mentioned that there was some violence.
Est-ce qu'il y a une histoire de magicien d'os derrière tout ça encore?
Moments when you find yourself losing control. How does the anger manifest itself?
Classe. La musique, hein. Voilà. Ça a l'air d'être très cool. Play has no limit, qu'ils nous disent. Bah bon, ça c'est pas mal aussi ça. Voilà, ce qui nous attend en tout cas pour la suite des aventures donc de The Wolf Among Us avec ce deuxième épisode. Ça va être bien. Ça a l'air bien en tout cas. Hâte de voir ça. Voilà. Alors comment j'enlève cette merde maintenant? Oui, PlayStation, oui. Merci bien, impeccable. Bon, et ben on va se laisser là pour la rediffusion. En tout cas, j'espère que ça vous a plu. Moi, c'était très chouette. On va discuter encore ensemble en live quelques minutes. Je vais vous lire un petit peu parce que j'ai vraiment, j'ai essayé de me focus finalement sur le côté narratif du jeu parce que ça discutait pas mal aussi et c'était super intéressant. Du coup, j'ai certainement loupé pas mal de vos messages. Je m'en excuse si jamais, mais voilà, j'ai vraiment préféré être concentré sur ce qui se passait à l'écran En tout cas, bah merci évidemment à la rediffusion. Si jamais vous étiez avec nous ce soir ou voilà un autre soir, une autre journée, on vous embrasse bien fort. Applaudissements. N'hésitez pas avec les petits pouces qui nous permettent de voir que vous aimez le contenu que je vous partage. N'hésitez pas à revenir sur l'aventure dans les commentaires. Je serai ravi de pouvoir vous répondre. Abonnez-vous à la chaîne si ça n'est pas déjà fait. Si jamais vous voulez voir The Wolf Among Us 2 et d'autres évidemment projets et let's play sur la chaîne qui devraient arriver très très vite. Bip bip à vous évidemment. Et d'ici là, prenez soin de vous, portez-vous bien. Je suis avec le cœur, des bisous, bye bye.